Hello, it's Punter here. I'm doing a video review on YouTube. It's my first one, and yeah, I'm gonna review Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes today. So we're starting off with a pretty good one. I was actually really looking forward to this because it was one of those films that was like one of the top most anticipated on my list. I was buzzing for it. I think it's the fourth Planet of the Apes film in this like new series they're doing, where it's like leading up to the events of the original films. I've not seen the originals, to be fair, but anyway, I really liked the first film. I thought they were some of the best films ever made, really. I thought like the action was so cool and the special effects as well, just so convincing. Like you think you're looking at a real life ape. It's honestly mad. A fucking ape could be right there and he'd be like, fucking hell, I was almost in the cinema like, mate, do I need to like bop this guy out because he's getting in my face, this fucking ape, man. He's pranging me out a bit here. So this new film, it's like set a couple years after when Caesar died in the last one. Like Caesar was main character, and it was well sad because he gave his life for the apes. And I was like, I remember I was like young when it came out, and I thought like, oh fucking hell, it was so sad. And I thought that would be the last one, but now they're doing another one, and it's like, again, a couple of years, 100 years later, something like that, and there's like a new society of apes living in harmony, and the humans are the ones that are all fucked up and they can't speak and they don't have any like technology or anything, and they're proper unsophisticated. The new main character's called Noah, and he's like this young ape. He kind of looks like Caesar. He might be an ancestor. I don't know, like maybe if that's like a theory people are going to go into. But yeah, it's about Noah, and he slowly comes to realise that he's not alone in this world. There's more apes and there's more humans, and he's got this little tribe, right? But that's not where it ends. There's so much more to this world than he originally thought, and these like nasty gorilla apes with these masks on, and they have these like electric cord thingies. They like go around and they fuck his village up, and it's like pretty sad, to be fair, because I was like getting invested already. Like it's only been like 15 minutes. His dad was in it, and it's like, you know, those great moments in film where it's like, mate, the dad's proper disapproving of his kid, and he's like, mate, you need to like step it up, mate. And the kid's like, but mate, my father, I'm trying to impress you. It just gets me so sad every time. But his father gets killed by this massive gorilla, and the gorilla's pretty sick, to be honest. Like he's mean, but like fucking hell, the special effects on him, he looked like such a beast, mate. I just thought he was so cool. So yeah, big fuck off gorilla comes, beats his dad to death, and it's like, oh shit, mate. Like it's not fair, is it? And the gorilla's like team basically capture his village and like take survivors like his mum and his friends and that, and they like take him away, and he thinks they could be dead for all he knows because he doesn't know what's happened to them. So he goes on this adventure, and he's got this bird who's kind of his mate, but he's also kind of not at the same time, because this bird used to belong to his dad, and that like bird is sort of disapproving like his dad was of the kid, and it's kind of poetic, innit? Anyway, though, I'm not going to go into much more detail because I don't want to do spoilers, so now this is a spoiler-free review. So I'll just tell you if I like the film or not, and that's a definite yes, of course. I love this film. It was so cool, man. It was everything I wanted and more. The story was sick, the acting was sick, the characters were sick, the shots were sick, the music was sick, the action was sick. There were some shots in this film, some scenes, where my jaw was just wide open, man, because I was so like impressed by what I was seeing. It was honestly like breathtaking. I couldn't believe how convincing those special monkey effects were. Like, again, you believe that there's like apes in front of you, apes talking, like interacting with each other. It's mad, mate. It's fucking mad. Like, can't stress enough, special effects, 100% amazing. And the story as well, like, it just felt like something new, like something original. Like, it reminded me of The Lion King. It was just such a sick story. Like, the guy has to get revenge on this clan that had his family, like, attacked his family. And it was just so, like, I was just so emotionally, like, invested in what was going on. And I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. There's this one scene where he's on a horse, and, like, this gorilla is on foot or whatever. He's, like, crawling about. And they're chasing after this, like, human girl who was like friends with fucking Noah, who's on his horse again, and like it's all about who's going to get to the human girl first, and she like stands up out of the weeds and is like, help me, fucking hell. The Noah's like, shit, I need to get there first. He's like, fucking hell, he's going on his fucking horse. He's like, using the reins and shit and going, fucking hell, come on. Just in the nick of time, he gets her, and it's like, oh, thank fuck for that. Like, it was literally like, it was so close to getting captured, both of them, and the gorilla almost had her, but Noah's like, nah, you're not fucking doing that, I'm gonna get her, and he like kicks the guy in the face, and he falls off the horse, and it's like, so cool. That was a close one, that was. Then later, they go to this massive ape kingdom, and there's this king ape that's ruling it, and at first you think it's pretty good because like all these apes living in harmony together, but then you realise, nah, it's not so good because he's actually kind of enslaved some of these apes. He's like ruling with iron fist, and like they're not working in good conditions, and it's proper nasty. You think the apes have got it good, but then you like take another look and then you realise, nah, it's not so good, it's actually quite nasty actually. And it's like that saying in Animal Farm where it says all apes are equal, but some apes are more equal than others. Mad. The ending was a bit disappointing because I wanted there to be like a big battle between all the good guys, like all the nice apes and all the not so nice apes, because that would have been really sick and it would have been exciting and it would have been like something really cool to look at. But instead there wasn't really like a big battle, it was more so like this fucking big flood where all the apes had to escape, and there was a little battle between like the main nice ape Noah and the main nasty king ape, but apart from that there wasn't much like fighting. There was one bit where they found this old underground bunker that humans had built, and you saw all these tanks and guns and stuff, and I thought that like the apes were gonna get in the tanks and have the guns and start like shooting each other and it'd be so cool, but they didn't, unfortunately. And like, I don't know, why would you show me a tank if you're not going to use it? Like that's maybe one of my only criticisms of this film. Just like, you should have had a scene where an ape got into a tank and was like firing rockets off at another ape who was also in a tank. Maybe you could have like a tank battle between two apes, or maybe one ape in one tank and a human in the other, and it's like a battle of the species again. It's like, yeah, it would have been epic. Apart from that though, I've got no complaints. I thought it was a sick film. It was a bit disappointing again that they didn't use the tanks, but you know, you can't, it's spilt milk at this point. I was absolutely gutted when that orangutan character, that fella, when he died, when he drowned. Oh shit, nah, spoilers, sorry, but nah, fucking who gives a shit, mate. I was just so sad, I needed to express that. He was such a sound guy as well, he was such a legend, and when he died I was like, oh fucking hell, no! That is how you write a good character, like he just drowns in a river. It's unbelievable how good the storytelling is.
Never.
But anyway, that's the end of the review. That's all I've got to say on it. If I was going to rank it with the other films that I've seen this year, which were Dune Part 2 and King Kong vs. Godzilla, New Empire, then I think it would come up above Dune Part 2, which was really good, but like there were just too many scenes where it got a bit quiet and nothing was really happening and people were just talking and there wasn't really much like progression in the story or the action. So it's above Dune Part 2, but it's just below Godzilla x Kong, King of Monsters, or whatever it's called, because that was just like a cinematic masterpiece. I mean, you gotta admit, like, come on, like, no one can dislike that film. It's for everyone. It's like made for everyone who just likes movies. But anyway, that's about it. I've got nothing more to say. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I'm Punter, the great film hunter, and thanks for listening.